Hello everybody, welcome to Mrs. Inferior's channel, my channel. So today, I'm going to be showing you my house on Rust. Mind you, this is a PvE server, so that's why everything's wooden. I'm currently recording this on the day before PvP starts on this server that I play on. I guess let's begin. So, we've got our front porch and everything, got our garage doors. This is where I started selling some things, but I kind of stopped selling things because, it's almost PvP. So, let's just head on up. So here we got my porch, got my petals everywhere as you can see. Got my little garden table, my little plushy village. I think that's so cute and I love that so much. Got my, some more seating and everything, and some more of all junk that's outside, I guess. More seating area, and more seating area. So, yeah, got my googly eyes, like to have fun in here. My mailbox and all that biz. So, we just came in. Here's some pictures. Now, mind you, I do have a lot of picture frames in here, because I didn't really know what else to decorate the walls with, because they looked very empty, because then I have the Frontier DLC at the time. Yeah, but now I currently do. So, don't mind all the picture frames. So, yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up. So, before we get into the actual house, we're going to go to the separate areas of the house. Got my picture frames, and we're going to go to my garage. Here's my garage, the water for the, the engine that totally needs water. My motorcycle, repair bench, workbench, another workbench, looks like electrical things, and I thought it all fit the vibe of an actual garage. That's why I put all these things here, obviously. Now we're gonna go out to the garden. Okay, so here's my garden. Sorry, I'm very nervous about this. This is my first time ever recording a video about my Rust house. Yeah. So, just to clarify, if you see like these things on the wall, that is not my idea. I have been not recently, but over the years, I've been watching Wildrum, and he did this in one of his videos, and I quite like that idea, and it looks very cute. So that's why they're on the walls of everything, make it look more grown or whatever, however you would say that or whatever. I kind of did this kind of like a little fairy garden kind of thing. Kind of. You see the little Rust houses everywhere, and, fairies might live in them and everything, so I thought that was kind of neat. Kept this here because, looks like it fits in a garden, and I thought it fit very well. Put some potted plants here. It looks like they're growing out of the pot. I thought that was pretty nice. Here I have some mine carts that look like they're being pulled to get like a little pulley, like they're connected to this car. And this little dinky car is trying to drive up to deposit the sediment into my shack and everything. So now that, yeah, okay. So here's my, oh, I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. Here's my gourd garden. Or zucchini, not gourds. Yeah, zucchini garden, that's what the thing is. These are just furnaces. I like dual purpose skins, you know, can do other things with it, and I quite like that instead of just those regular base skins that, you know, don't really do anything else. Here's my chicken house. I've only got one chicken and they're currently incubating another. Got some more rocks and bees and stuff back here. Here's my garden shack. Sorry about that. Got some starters going, you know. Very nice, very nice. Garden vibes. That's totally cringe, but it's whatever. You know, more mini houses, you know, got that. Okay, we're gonna move on to the inner workings of this house. So, you know, once you first enter the door, you know, you wipe your feet off and everything, you know that. This looks like a totally regular bookshelf, right? It's not. It's drop boxes. Wow. Got a table here, you know, just for regular things. You're gonna see a lot of these boxes with the houses on them because I absolutely adore them. Little reading area, you know, and I got the living room. There we go. I remembered. Got this whole, you know, all these pictures. A lot of these I took all of these pictures by myself. I took them all not by myself, but myself. I did take most of them by myself, but still. I took them myself. This is a lot of the food storage things, you know, just stuff you can't really fit into like many fridges, because, you know, you gotta power the fridges now after the update that happened, which, bleh, kind of whatever, but still. Here's my, okay, wait, hold on, introduction. Here's my kitchen, yes. I took a picture of this here, because it kind of looks like a recipe board, you know, just because I thought it was kind of cool, and it fit the vibe and everything, and I'm going to say vibe a lot, so I'm so sorry. You know, cutting up some pumpkins to make pumpkin pie, you know, got a, fruit bowl, got my pizza boxes, because I have a pizza maker. I think this is the first time I've ever crafted one of these, a water purifier, which is insane. You know, got the new cooking station and mixing table and all that. Got your fresh water and everything. Over here, we've got the dining room. Yeah, I made the chicken square because I just recently watched a Minecraft movie. It's pretty okay. Story's kind of meh, but yeah. Here's my corn on the cob. You know, got some more pictures and everything. Yeah, quite nice. Okay, so now this also I put this here because it looks like that pie is warming up next to the fireplace, and I thought that was kind of cute. All right. Now move on to the party area. So I originally took a picture of some clothes hanging up on like a bed in a monument, and I wanted to make it look like it was like I had my clothes hanging, but I kind of scrapped that idea, but it's still there. I don't know why. I think I just got a little lazy. So right here, I mean, obviously it's a workbench right there. Some more electrical stuff, you know, just cause. Here's my other chicken area. Got more chickens here and more hay and stuff and all that is. And bees. So, excuse me. Got another party area. This area is really, nice at nighttime, but, I'm just recording right now because my house on the inside doesn't look that good when it's nighttime. Here's, some, you know, tables. I was meant to paint this as another pizza, but I forgot. You know, typical, just here's the my quote unquote tiki bar. You know, the salty board, just because I thought it was you know, because most Rust players are salty. Oh, okay, I guess the egg hunt event is happening right now. You know, we're just gonna ignore that. Here's a leg, a boar leg, you know. You know, got the typical tiki bar. I got a cell phone. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. Disco and everything. Here's the pool. I don't know why, but my pool has a current, and it sinks some of the floaties to the bottom. So, don't ask me why a floatie's sinking. I don't know why. Here's the pool rules. You know, no horse dung in the pool, no rotten food in the pool, no helis in the pool. Can't be having those in the pool, hooligans. This is supposed to be a TV, you know, but it's got no signal because we're in Rust. There shouldn't be a signal. Over here we've got a diving board area, or you know, just another chill little area. Like if you don't want to spend time in the pool, you can spend time up here by yourself if you want. You know, just chill. I had to put this up here just in case anybody does want to try and jump off of the floor 2 and 3. It might kill you. Because, you know, these are the diving boards, and water in this game does break your fall if it's deep enough. But if it's not deep enough, it's not going to break your fall. So, you know, floor 3, you know, get to see the whole lake that I live on and everything. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's go back down now. Okay, so we've seen all of this. This really just leads down to the water area. I was planning on making like my own little garden area, but you know, life was happening and I kind of just didn't really want to deal with that, so I didn't make it. But all the string stuff here is from connecting, I think they're root combiners together. And it looks like little string lights, and I kind of like that. So, yeah. I know you could probably do that with the Christmas lights and everything, but I thought this was kind of a cooler idea. So I decided to do it. Oh, there's an egg. I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, so now time to lead upstairs. No, I'm running out of time. No. Got more of the picture frames and everything. You know, took all these pictures myself. Yeah, I'm pretty prideful about all these pictures. I went and took of cargo and some other places. Got my gun rack with no gun. Oh, just one gun. I've currently cleared out everything in my boxes in my loot room currently because, you know, it's about to be PvP week and I don't really want anybody coming in here and just destroying my boxes for no apparent reason. So, just cleared everything out and just gonna give the rest away. Okay. So, you know, as I said, loot room. This is my loot room. You know, very nice. Polar bear skins, you know. More of these other things, you know. I don't really have the name. I don't have any of the named boxes because those motherfuckers are expensive. So I kind of just do it like this. Helps me a little bit better. And yeah, I got my repair bench, my workbenches, all that biz. A lot of carpets. I love carpets, especially this carpet. I think it's the Soviet carpet or something. So something with that. But yeah. So now we're gonna move on to my room and my electrical room. See, this looks like a very unassuming bookshelf once again. But nah, it's not. It's the mixing tables. You know, it's just more of an aesthetic way to hide them and make it look a little bit better for just a utility room. Oh, here, we'll do this first real quick. This is just my electricity room. You know, got the timers and everything for everything else. Electricity for outside. You know, got that. I got this inspiration for connecting two batteries with, I think somebody, I don't know what his name is, I completely forgot, but he did this and it works absolutely great. I had one of my friends help me with a timer though, because it kind of just wasn't working and I couldn't figure it out. And this is like my first time messing with any electricity my whole Rust career. So yeah, sorry for that little backstory and everything. This just leads up to the what's it called? This just leads up to the roof. I'm so sorry. But yeah, hold on. Helly's about to be coming real quick. Let me just get that. Okay. I want to keep my dogs in place. No, I'm sorry. So here's my bedroom. You know, got more things, stuff and things. Reading area, changing room, you know, another relaxing, cozy area, you know, just to relax and chill, go AFK if you want and everything. Another little mini town, plushy town. Got more pictures. So if you're wondering why I have all of these pictures of bears really close up, is because currently there's a naked that is sleeping somewhere, and he or she's been there the whole wipe. And I usually go down there and take pictures of the bears because they don't attack you. So that was kind of nice. Or they don't at least kill you while you're sleeping or disconnected from the server. And so that's how I got most of these pictures really close up. So that's why you see the body down there. But yeah, this is me. Somebody took this picture of me. I thought it was pretty neat, so I hung it up. So up here we've got just a looks like a little, like, somebody you would bring your electrical stuff to and like they would repair it. That's kind of what I did to give my character a little bit of backstory and everything. Just they're really good with like electricity. I know that ironicness of it. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat, something to add to the room, you know, just to give it a little more pizzazz. So here's my TV area. You know, you see my TV. See, I thought this was pretty goofy. You know, taking a picture of a TV and then not having an actual TV in the game. More pictures of stuff that I took and everything. My little bedroom. You know, gotta have my Pookie Bear. Gotta have the Pookie Bear. And you know, just a couple of other things. There's some electricity that's just like kind of just sitting around because I had a plan for it, but then I forgot until now. So I mean, this is kind of just basically it for my, oh wait, no, never mind, hold on, I forgot. Up here is where I keep my TC. The upkeep for it is pretty, not the most, but it's kind of up there. Kinda, for like 12 days. Tibby! Sorry, that's my cat. He's being goofy. So there's that, you know, just TC upkeep. I finally learned how to use these things for the TC upkeep, and I thought that was pretty cool. So there's that, and then, you know, this all kind of leads to back to the same area. So we're just gonna go back down real quick. This just leads up to another area way to lead up to the roof, you know, a little bit faster. So here is my helipad. You know, gotta be able to see it at night, so that's why there's so many dance floors. But yeah, we'll just go back down outside to the front porch, and yeah, I mean, that's my humble abode. So So I should have done this in the beginning, but I might do a build of the base, but I probably just don't get your hopes up, I guess. Because I'm probably not gonna remember most of the things about this base. Since tomorrow's gonna be PvP week, and I'm probably not gonna get back on here until that ends. But as I said, this is the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoy it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.